the black trunks. Lewis in the blue comes out throwing a right hand straight away.
And have lateral movement here. Travis Brown feet narrow and already launching leg kicks. When you watch the Roy Nelson fight with Derek Lewis, Roy Nelson landed a couple leg kicks and caused Derek Lewis to switch his stances.
Lewis throwing a kick of his own.
He's gotten much better with that. You know, I referenced the Roy Nelson fight. When you watch that one, that's one of the evident pieces too, is Lewis integrated his kicks better. Derek Lewis, a massive, massive guy. Not a whole lot of heavyweights that cut weight to be a heavyweight.
Many thought perhaps Brown would try and take Lewis down, but you didn't necessarily agree that's the play, and it looks like maybe Lewis hurt his hand or it's a body shot.
I think he may have hurt him in the body. Oh yeah, he's holding on to his stomach.
But Brown still being tentative. He knows Lewis packs a punch.
He's being smart here. We're going back to the body with that front kick. Same front kick we saw knock out Alistair Overeem. When you get hit to the body like that, man, sometimes there's a delayed pain there.
And now Brown has a target.
The balls of his feet right to the gut of Derek Lewis.
And now another low kick.
Now the hands are low. I don't know why Derek Lewis tried that, but maybe just to get his back off the fence, but he missed an opportunity to get the center of the octagon.
Well, Lewis said his favorite strike is the high kick.
I think he was being sarcastic.
Well, he's thrown a couple tonight.
Ooh,
and that's a right hand. Right. And all of a sudden, it's Brown who's in trouble, but rolled out.
You got to be careful. You can't go to the well too many times with what I like to call naked leg kicks. Set him up with punches. And now Derek Brown going hunting. He lands another right.
And another body shot as Lewis covers up.
Excuse me, Derek Lewis. Well, those body shots are taking a toll on Derek Lewis. Fought big men in the octagon before. Guys like this, Bigfoot Silva, the only guy to beat Travis Brown who wasn't a champion, but a big guy, and you can't take that power for granted. And again with the leg kicks. Effectively outside of that one that caused Travis Brown to roll backwards. In his last fight against Shamil Abdurakhimov, but he has got to start blocking these kicks or countering them effectively, and that will limit the amount Travis Brown throws him.
Another low kick. It's Lewis trying that spectacular offense, but he's just achieving the ordinary with those kicks, but that right hand snuck in there.
This is what he needs to stick to.
Boy, Brown loaded up and teed off with that kick.
They gave him perfect advice. Forward pressure, counter these kicks, block these kicks, get your hands up. Because Travis Brown will start coming high as he did right there.
And this is the range that Lewis wants to be in.
And this is all it takes for him.
And Brown's hurt. He's covering up. He's scrambling. Get out of there, Travis.
And Lewis needs to go to the body here.
Brown, the big bombs. Right hand, left hand. You name it, it's landed.
Brown very smart there, actually looked at Mariano Saki and said, hey, I'm fine, to make sure he didn't stop this fight. But he's got to get his back off the fence here.
He's not fine. Trying to push him away. Travis looking down, stumbling around now.
He could be letting Lewis punch himself out here. Tie clinch. A good job. Travis Brown baited him to get double underhooks here. Let's see if he can convert. Oh, this is not where you want to be, folks.
It's panic time now as Lewis nearly in full mount.
And Derek Lewis is looking for that Melendez-Sanchez type of war. Not the same kind of fight, but he's battling back into this fight now here in round 2 as he throws Travis Brown to the ground again. I've said it many times, people underestimate this guy's ground skills. He's finished a lot of guys on the ground, to include his last opponent, Shamil Abdurakhimov.
Keep his arms tied out.
Round 2 has been a disaster for Travis Brown, and it may get worse. Right hands from Lewis.
Good job by Brown to belly down. Let's see if he can get up and fight the wrist and the hands, and he gets up easily.
Great job by Brown. He's showing us some heart tonight.
He's going to go right back to that body now.
Oh, the right hand sends Brown down again and possibly out.
Come on, defend yourself, defend yourself.
Yamasaki looking, and that's it. The Black Beast roars again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the official time. 3 minutes, 12 seconds, round number 2. We have your winner by KO victory, the Black Beast, Derek Lewis!
Let's see if that's exactly what they do.
Felder changed everything up, actually lived in the gym.
Straight away. Excuse me, bro.
At Rufus Sport as he lands a beautiful counter left hook there that stuns Ricci. And right now he looks beyond point, early going.
Ricci, 34 years old, doesn't just want to win, wants to win in spectacular fashion. Doesn't have a lot of time to make a name for himself, and he knows that.
Well, and he left his training grounds as well. Went out to Las Vegas, training at Robert Drysdale's gym for jiu-jitsu, now training at Floyd Mayweather's. He's an expert in Muay Thai, but wanted to get better with his hands.
Felder known for his Philadelphia fighter's mentality. He's unyielding, scowls when he fights. He's always going to go out on the shield.
Oh, absolutely. Nice left hand landed there by Ricci. And again, Felder waiting with that left hook. As Ricci comes forward, he's looking to snap that counter, and he does it again and follows up with a right hand. Beautiful stuff there from Felder.
Felder is a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
You know, and he's wanted to get away from something. You know, he was a little bit too much of a showman, he felt. So far, Ricci's really had a hard time finding his rhythm. A lot of his strikes have been blocked so far. Oh, lands two nice jabs there, though.
There's a spinning elbow.
Lands, but Ricci eats it and responds with a kick. A nice change up there from Felder as he lands another big right to the eye of Ricci, and he's still got it shut.
Keep the body up now. Yeah. Bring it back to stop.
Well, you could hear Felder listening immediately to his corner. He said, eat the body up, 3 straight strikes to the body.
And a lunging elbow from Felder.
And that's probably the reason why you see Felder being such a favorite.
And what does it do for a Felder when you think the odds are there's no way Ricci's going to try and take me to the ground?
Oh, it lets you strike with impunity. He's not worried about throwing kicks, knees, anything, and this guy changing levels and taking him down. You know, when you fight a good wrestler, you've got to limit your arsenal. As Felder lands again, getting a little bit of confidence in round 2. An excellent round so far for Paul Felder. Nice jab there from Ricci. Looks like he hurt something. Something's hurt.
And down goes Ricci's covering up, and that's it. Not sure what did the damage, but the damage was done decisively by the Irish Dragon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the official time. 4 minutes, 44 seconds, round number 1. We have your winner by TKO victory, the Irish Dragon, Paul Felder.
Try and punch her in the face when we're on the ground.
And Mazzani was excited for the match, but she really wants to see how she can handle the mental pressure. Man, McMahon coming out aggressive right from the start, punching her way into the clinch, looking for a trip.
Mazzani, the biggest underdog on the entire fight card tonight. McMahon, a 6-1 favorite.
And no surprise to Sarah McMahon get this on the ground. Mazzani likes to bang. She likes an aggressive, brawling style fight. McMahon getting it to where she's strongest.
A win here today for Mazzani would be life-changing for sure. What an opportunity. When offered this fight on 2.5 weeks' notice, she jumped at the opportunity. One of the reasons she missed weight, at least according to Sarah McMahon.
Oh, absolutely, it was a reason. And, you know, McMahon was really good about it, just thankful that Mazzani took the fight. When McMahon gets to come in here and make a living, she can't do that if she doesn't have an opponent. Good job by Mazzani to get back to her feet, but McMahon, as long as she has that tight waist, she is so strong. Takes her back down. Now, full mount, has the head and arm choke. Let's see if she chooses to pass all the way over.
We've already got a tap out. Sarah McMahon, it was just too easy. Her second straight victory by arm triangle arm triangle. She defeated Alexis Davis in her last fight the exact same way. And tears from Mazzani. This is not the way she wanted to make her UFC debut. But when you're facing an Olympic silver medalist, things don't go well when you get to the ground.
And Fajeda feels like this guy is really predictable and gives him a lot of openings. He said once the first opening happens, I'm going to finish this fight. And he's coming out very aggressive right now against Teodoro.
Fajeda coming off a performance you called the best of his career.
He's gone from a guy who's over-aggressive to a very cerebral fighter, using all of his gifts, much better wrestling. He does an excellent job staying on the outside and baiting you in. And whether he counters you with strikes or his takedowns, he's been very effective in his current win streak.
It was a performance of the night. His victory over Jack Hermanson, a triangle choke on Fight Night in November. And Fajeda saying he's feeling better now, stronger now than he ever has.
In the game of Teodoro, he throws a lot of kicks from the outside, and Fajeda's timing all of them now. You see him sweep the opposite leg. He's countered effectively with several straight left hands already.
The best strike of the fight came in the first 5 seconds from Fajeda. Since then, not a lot's happened. There's a nice outside low kick.
To the calf as well. Certainly got the attention of Teodoro. Counter there from Fajeda. Looked like Teodoro's gonna be able to get him up against the fence and control him. Beautiful body kick. Let's see if Teodoro can convert this into a takedown. Good job from Fajeda to dig the left underhook.
Todd Grisham and Brian Stand here, octagon side. Fajeda is Vitor Belfort's protege. Trains with him as often as possible.
And he's got a vicious left kick. He landed it there and quickly avoided the clinch and does another nice job there. He knows Teodoro wants to close the distance, not letting him get a hold of him. If there's anything that Fajeda's really struggled with before this win streak, he's been clipped a few times. He's been caught. You can see Teodoro now after these kicks trying to come wide with punches. We'll see if he can land, if he can get his range and get inside. It's just a different style that Teodoro has. It's a style that's throwing people off. A nice counter punch there from Fajeda.
Teodoro with the body kick. Fajeda with a counter punch.
A lot of beautiful kicks. It's primarily a dancing martial art, but beautiful job by Fajeda. Catches the double flying knee, has the back double underhooks. Gorgeous transition. And Teodoro's not going to be able to shake him yet. He's going to walk him over to the fence. That'll relieve some of the weight that he's carrying on his legs right now. But there you can see that advantage on the ground Fajeda possesses. Excellent job from Teodoro though. Had wrist control, fought that right elbow across, and now he's got double underhooks. Excellent job by Teodoro.
The cage here.
Well, and that could be an excellent shift for him because that takes away from the confidence of Fajeda, but right there, beautiful foot sweep from Fajeda in the clinch, and again, he's looking to take the back. You see Teodoro taking some deep breaths. That took a lot of energy to thwart that takedown, but oh, beautiful job. Exactly what his coach told him in the corner. Hey, clench more and punch your way in, punch your way out. He just said this guy doesn't like to get hit. Nice left hook landed from Teodoro.
And down goes Fajeda, and now it's Teodoro trying to take the back.
Yeah, slip from Fajeda there, but now he's in control. Fajeda definitely, look at the weigh-in gesture. Fajeda definitely the bigger guy, but man, Teodoro's got him locked underneath. Guillotine attempt here. Excellent defense, didn't look like it was really in there tight. And now it's Teodoro on top. But he's creating scrambles here. Sometimes he puts himself in a compromising position. But when you've got his kind of energy and you can fight through it to get the dominant position, that's huge. Another guillotine attempt here. This one's set up much better.
Fajeda does have 3 submission victories, including 1 by guillotine.
He's using a lot of energy here to try and finish this. A lot of energy. Look at his face. This could wear your arms out rapidly. Thumbs up from Teodoro, and he's going to slide right out. Never had a good position, wasn't on the right hip for Ferreira. And now it's Teodoro with the momentum and the crowd behind him. Excellent display of will by Teodoro. Not much of what he did in round one was working, but he's found a way to change up this fight. An excellent escape there from Ferreira, but let's see what kind of energy he has. That guillotine can suck a lot out of you. Confident. Wasn't all that respectful of the skills of Teodoro. But Teodoro fighting back into this fight now.
1 round to go. Ferreira and Teodoro.
The tough part here, when you're in a close fight with a guy like Teodoro throws a lot of volume. And if Ferreira waits too much for the perfect counter strike, he can find himself behind on the scorecards if he's not landing big. And right now, Teodoro, the much more active guy here late in the fight. Those grappling exchanges, I mean, when you do that, and you scramble in those positions, you get back up after a takedown, and they will kill your arms. Your arms feel limp and so heavy. Just keep your hands up. Good takedown defense there from Teodoro. You never know the way the judges may have seen that. There he lands a nice left hand again. Ferreira just waiting too long.
There's the takedown. It happens for Ferreira. That could be a game changer.
And excellent timing. And Teodoro repeatedly giving up his back to try and get up. It's worked for him, but let's see if Ferreira can solidify position and ride this out to the end of the round. Boy, not good position for Teodoro. Ferreira, he's adjusting his grip here. He doesn't have it. Teodoro should be able to pull it down. It's over the jaw, but there is a way to squeeze here. To finish with the Teodoro defending well. Let's see if Ferreira transitions to take top position from here.
3 of Ferreira's 12 victories have come by way of submission.
Teodoro's got to be careful. He gets stretched out here. Ferreira going to look to possibly transition to an armbar. Hard to do with the fence at your back, though. At a minimum, it looks like he may maintain position, but Teodoro able to slice one to hook out. And now he's in dominant position looking for a takedown of his own, and he's going to get it. Oh, denied.
Great balance by Ferreira to avoid that takedown. At this point, anything could swing it for you in the judges' minds. It's been that close.
I just don't know if he did enough while he had the back to steal this round. And now the palms have to be on the ground. The knee he landed there was absolutely legal.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Here are the totals. Robert McAvoy has it 30-27. Both Don Robinson and Craig Smith have it 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Canada's own Elias, the Spartan Teodoro!
Overtraining badly at that time. He's rested a lot more in preparation for this fight, training smarter now that he's a veteran, and already you could see him pacing himself. But Hendricks knows. He says, look, I've still got to be aggressive and explosive in the first round. He wants Hector to wear himself out. He wants to force Hector to be explosive. Well, Lombard's got excellent hips. Very hard guy to take down, but we have seen him taken down before, and that was a beautiful overhand left counter from Hector Lombard. Ooh, and another nice left hand as he catches the kick. In the middleweight division. Well, excellent job looking for the sweep, exiting the clinch, now throwing some nice punches.
And now it's Lombard trying to take the back.
Hendricks trying to set up some nice kicks here, but he's not found success with them. They're being caught, they're being countered. Let's see if he abandons those going forward.
Hendricks threatened retirement at 170 pounds. He was miserable, but since making the move to 185, he says, I'm here for the long haul. I feel great. I fell in love with the sport again. We've seen both these fighters can end a fight with one solitary punch.
And again, he throws the low leg kick, and Lombard just waiting on it. Man, Hendricks gets up easily. An excellent elbow there by Johnny Hendricks.
We know Lombard doesn't like elbows, considering what happened in his last fight against Dan Hendo Henderson. And now it's Lombard trying to get the takedown.
See, this is what Hendricks wants. The more he could force Lombard to use those arms to wrestle, to try and throw him to the ground, That plays into Hendricks' game plan. Nice body shots here from Hector Lombard.
Off that fence, Hector.
We talked about Lombard perhaps saving some energy for the later rounds. Is Hendricks possibly doing the same?
It would be a mistake for him. He needs to force Lombard to work. Which is smart. They said, look, you're doing a good job forcing him to tie up and wear him down, but we need more offense. But he eats a nice counter strike from Lombard. And tell you what, both guys, how often does a guy at 5'9" have a reach advantage in the middleweight division? He's got to use it.
That's been the question about Johnny Hendricks.
Now we'll see him lean on his wrestling quite a bit more than he is right now. A beautiful combination there from Lombard. Moves his head and just forces Hendricks to miss with a big left hand.
And there was a good punch landed from Hendricks.
Yeah, he lands some nice into the clinch there as well.
Lombard closing the space well after getting hit.
Nice knee to the body. Oh, yeah, you got to stop that one, ref.
You can see the grimace on the face of Hendricks.
Keep moving, okay?
I mean, not a bad thing for both fighters, right? I mean, they're both taking their deep breaths, recovering here a little bit.
Oh, and a right hand staggered Hendricks momentarily.
Oh, another one! Excellent job defending the takedown and immediately counter-striking. But Hector's got to be careful. He's been here before where he's got guys hurt, and he goes and pursues them, and he eats punches like he's doing right there. Well, Hector's had plenty of fights that have gone the distance. I mean, really, it's been his last two where he was as close as possible to finishing his opponent before they came back. And I mean, those were two miraculous comebacks. Just incredible gutsy performances.
And Lombard said in his loss to Neil Magny, my body just shut down in round two. I couldn't even move.
Now, he's looking very sharp here. But Hendricks doing a nice job of landing these strikes in the clinch. Some of this dirty boxing. As he's having trouble landing at range, he's doing a nice job here in the clinch.
Significant strikes, pretty much even. Hendricks with a slight edge, 21-19.
Yeah, Hendricks definitely starting to open up a little bit more here in the second half of round two.
Hendricks very respectful of Lombard's power, said you can never get lazy against Hector.
It's definitely Hendricks, the lighter man on his feet as he sneaks in a nice straight left hand there on Lombard. Lombard primarily looking to counter, not working that jab like his corner wanted him to.
There's a knee, but Lombard waiting for it. It's been impressive that...
Over there. Hey, hey. It's a warning, okay?
Ooh, well-timed knee there from Hendricks, and he exits with a nice right hook.
One unexpected positive side effect for Johnny Hendricks moving up to 185. He said, listen, I can see better. When I cut weight down to 170, it was costing me my vision.
Well, Lombard's caught a couple of those knees, but I'll tell you what, Hendricks is landing him. He's starting to find his timing.
Hendricks loading up with the left hand, but nobody home. And another knee.
Setting it up well, but Lombard brushes it off. Lombard's sitting back a little bit too much.
Johnny Hendricks making his middleweight debut against Hector Lombard. And there's a right hand from Lombard. This fight has stayed on the feet from the opening bell.
Oh, there's that knee again. The fake comes right up the middle. Lombard catches it, but still connects.
Left hand there from the big rib.
Now Johnny really just using the takedowns as a fake, trying to set up his strikes, set up knees, set up his hands. Nice uppercut there from Lombard. Hendricks throwing a combination and moving. And he lands another nice left hand there.
Inside low kick from Hendricks. Trying to mix up his offense.
Much better footwork tonight for Johnny Hendricks. He fakes the takedown, comes back with the uppercut.
You can see Lombard skipping in, trying to measure with his right hand and land the left.
That knee missed. Lombard fails to convert a takedown off it.
130 off that. 130 ring, let's go.
Oh, gorgeous work there from Johnny Hendricks.
Significant strikes. Hendricks 46 to Lombard's 33.
The hesitancy right now of Hector. Once he backs Johnny up to the fence, he's hesitating just a second. And Hendricks doing a nice job planting his foot and firing, and he lands a vicious left hand there. But man, Hector Lombard has held up well.
A jumping knee, but there's the sweep from Lombard. He's been wanting it all fight, finally gets it.
This is big here. He's got to capitalize, but look at that. Hendricks able to shake him off. Right back to his feet.
Slid him off like a slip and slide.
Throwing one strike at a time.
This by far the best round of the fight for Johnny Hendricks. Couple body kicks from Lombard. He's got Hendricks backed up.
So he capped it off with a nice overhand left.
15 seconds left.
See if both guys choose to blow it out a little bit here in the final seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Here are the totals. Robert McAvoy and Hubert Earl have it 30-27. Don Robinson has it 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Johnny Big Rig Hendricks!
Gavin Tucker's a big studier. He feels like he knows everything Sam Sicilia likes to do. Studied his takedowns, his striking, everything.
Imagine the journey that Tucker's been on, growing up in a town with a population of 60, now fighting in front of, what, 10,000 roughly fans? They're going berserko for Halifax's own. A lot of pressure on him to perform, and he is a slight favorite. Tucker's trainer had to back him off in training, said he was working too hard, he was overtraining, he was so pumped for this moment.
Had a pretty sweet guitar collection, but then he got addicted to MMA and started selling to pay for his training. Nice right hook there for Gavin Tucker.
Former jazz musician said he sold them all except for one. Now doesn't even have time to play it.
Oh, excellent. Excellent footwork there to set up the hide kick. And Sicilia, man, he eats it like an Oreo. Beautiful, quick combination. You can see when Tucker wants to focus on hitting him hard and when he wants to focus on just landing. He lands a nice knee there and avoids the left hook of Sicilia. Good opening round for Tucker.
The first round of Tucker's UFC career went swimmingly.
Peter Martell and Coco McNeil, but really giving good advice. They want to keep up the movement, keep the hands high, but they want to start to attack up the middle with some front kicks and focus on being fast. And they told him, hey, he may start to get desperate here.
8 straight stoppage victories for Gavin Tucker.
He's just hoping and waiting to throw the big right hand, and he's waiting too long. And Gavin Tucker, man, he's got his rhythm, he's got his timing. I'll tell you what, the way he's chucking that right hand, he may only need to land one, but Tucker lands a beautiful uppercut there.
Let's listen into Tucker's corner right now.
Hey, focus! That's it, focus! 3 minutes in, Gavin! He's gonna get desperate! 3 minutes in! He's gonna get desperate! Hey, that's it, good hands! Hey, up top! Hey! Up the middle too! He's losing steam! That's it!
Does Sicilia maybe think, I should try a takedown here? Nothing's working so far.
He's got to try something. It's hard to shoot a takedown on a guy who's moving their feet like that. He's going to have to set it up well with his hands. But he has got to start pressuring, cutting off, and using fakes and feints. It's just an excellent job by Tucker not being predictable. Changing up, throwing his combinations at different speed. Now he's faking.
Well, Sicilia usually loves to engage and get in brawls, and so far he just hasn't been able to do that.
Well, at least now he's changing up a little bit. He's constantly coming forward, and now at least he's getting his hands on.
And if you're the corner of Tucker, is it, hey, just keep doing what you're doing, or do you say, listen, be careful, this guy's going to come head on it?
Now he's getting back into his rhythm. Oh, gorgeous stuff there. Switches the feet. Sicilia thinks a left kick is coming. Instead, he eats an uppercut. Ooh! He may have gotten stunned with that last right hand, though.
And now they're in the clinch for what feels like the first time tonight.
Big mistake here for Sam Sicilia. He needs to exit this clinch and throw. He caught Tucker and stunned him there for a second.
Sicilia's doing what his corner told him to do. Go get it.
When you can hear Gavin Tucker's corner telling him they want him to keep moving. Move your feet, don't stand in front of him. Doing his best to make this fight a little uglier. Not giving this kid all the space to use all that fancy footwork. Oh, that was pretty. That was a beautiful setup for that takedown. Let's see if he can maintain position here. And Tucker gonna look like he's gonna transition for a leg lock. Mistake there is he loses top position. A little overzealous in top position.
Tucker said he received the call from the UFC at 2:30 a.m. one night. Hey, we want you to fight for us. And he hasn't gotten much sleep since. He's so excited. And he's enjoying every second of this. And so is the hometown crowd.
When he's calling the shots now, pointing to the body of Sam Sicilia. Well, you'll never call Sam Sicilia a quitter. He's tough. He's going for it. He's just overmatched here athletically and skill-wise.
So Gavin Tucker goes the distance for the first time since his opening fight in MMA, and he enjoyed it all.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 have it scored the same, 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated, Halifax's own governor, Gavin